Hey, how is everybody doing on this beautiful day, Thursday in February? Thank you for watching. And today we are going to dive deep and talk a little bit about our company, this revolutionary company that had started around 10 years ago by Glenn Sanford. We were lucky enough to join a little over 2 years ago. And with me is my business partner and lifelong friend, Lisa Fusco. Lee, how you doing?
Hello, thanks for having me. Hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah, so Lise, we wanted to talk about our journey today and what led us to make this decision and how it's been going, because it's been over 2 years. So by now, I think we have a pretty good grip as to the company that we work with and all the great things that are happening now and almost every single day. So why don't you start off with our journey and how we made our decision?
So, Stacy and I have worked together for many years at the same brokerage, and we had great success, but we were looking for more. We knew that we could operate more efficiently. We knew there was better technology out there. We knew that we needed to get out of our small pond here in our market and make connections and collaborations with agents all around the country. And we did meet with, investigate many other brokerages and found our way to eXp. And it has checked off all the boxes that we were looking for. And it has surprised us by giving us experiences that we weren't looking for that have proven to be so beneficial to us. And it is helping us grow exponentially.
Yeah, it's been nothing short of remarkable and incredible. And it has been life-changing. Like sometimes people say game changer. For me, and I know for you and everybody on our team, it's been life-changing. And by that, I mean all these different opportunities that are existing for us that we would not be able to find anywhere. And you touched on something great. What every agent should do every single year is look at brokerages. We are our own entity. We are our own business. We are not employees. We are entrepreneurs and business people. And it only behooves us to talk to every brokerage and see what our options are. So I strongly suggest everyone, any brokerage that you're in, to definitely take a look at other options that you have every single year. That's what I did for 4 years before I made the leap. So let's go over some myths that we've heard when we joined, what we were told versus what is actually happening. So Lise, for number one, what I heard was, you don't sell homes. All you do is recruit agents. That's all you do. So what would you say to that?
So that is a massive myth, but one that we hear commonly. And when we made this change, eXp was very, very new to the area and still is, frankly. They've been around for quite a few years, but more prevalent in other markets. So we definitely had a lot of naysayers. We had folks tell us that we were crazy, that we were going to fail, that our clients wouldn't want to work with us because of the brokerage. And those have all proven to be false. Our business has grown. We're actually doing better than we did before. But that first myth about all you do is recruit, it couldn't be any further from the truth. I'm not a recruiter by trade. I think the key distinction there is that as agents at a revolutionary brokerage, we attract other agents to our company. And
Exactly.
the model is so unique and is really built around us all doing better together. So no, we don't just recruit. Do we bring people to eXp? Absolutely. We expose them to the model. We tell them about our own real experiences and the success that we've had, and they join. But we are not recruiters by any stretch. And we are all better, certainly, when we share our experiences and bring other like-minded agents who we really enjoy working with into the firm.
Yeah, this is a good point. So I actually had a KW recruiter call me, hey, let's have lunch. And the question that he asked me was, what do you do? Like, how are you talking to these people? How are you recruiting them? And I said, word for word, I'm not doing anything. I'm just having conversations. I'm showing people the model. And when business people see this model, you can't unsee it. So it's almost, and I look at it this way as well. Like, I am helping agents make more money doing the same thing. And what I say is, here's the worst case scenario. You will make more money doing the same exact thing. That's worst case. Now let's talk about your business, and we're going to help you build and grow your business and scale it and leverage for things that you should be compensated for regardless, that agents never were before from where we came from. But that's a good point. I love that. So yeah, you don't recruit. Here's the other thing. I'm pretty sure if you're a brokerage and you're not recruiting, you're dying. So every brokerage is recruiting, whether they want to say it or not. Ironically, we have a manager, actually pretty smart, is calling our agents every day. So I'm pretty sure we're doing something right. And then selling homes, my God, there are 10 people on our team, 7 people capped and went to 100%. What does that mean? It means that they paid eXp Realty $16,000 and went to 100%. That's just one of the things that will help you as an agent. What is another myth that we had was you all you do is recruit, you don't sell homes. I do want to say this real quick. I'm not a fan of trophies. We live in a world where everybody gets a trophy. Let's get recognized. This is one trophy that I won last year. It's called the Icon Award. And what that means is I capped, and then I sold another 20 homes. There's a $250 transaction fee after you cap. So you sell 20 homes, you get the $16,000 that you paid into eXp. You get it in the back in the form of publicly traded stock. Now, one of the myths that I was told was erroneously by another brokerage was you can't touch that stock for 3 years, it vests. To which I would respond, half of that, so the $8,000, it does vest. It vests for 3 years. And you know what? Thank God it did, because that $8,000 is at least $20,000 right now. So that vests. The other half of the $8,000 you do get back immediately. So this trophy is cool. It's nice. It's really heavy. I can see it being in like a future CSI video. Like it's heavy. It's a weapon is what it is. But it's a pretty weapon. And when I look at it, this is what I think of. My family, my stability, that stock vesting, and the money that I can use immediately to put back into my business or pay a bill or pay a tuition. No other brokerage is offering this stock. Now, in the beginning, it was a penny stock. So I was like, oh, big deal. When we first joined, Lise, it was what, $6?
$6 per share.
It was $6 per share. So we would buy it with every month that you have transactions, you can buy our stock at a 10% discount. That's another way that you can buy stock. You have access to that immediately. So originally when we did it, we're like, oh, that's nice. It's not why we joined. It's not why anybody should join. It is a perk. It's a nice little thing that they offer that we would never be able to get anywhere else. So it quickly added up. And I look at it, I'm like, wow, this is cool. And then I started getting nervous. I'm like, it's growing. It's at $20. Oh my gosh, what do we do? Should we sell it all? The people that kept it, there are agents in our area that are millionaires that literally have this much stock. I chose to cash out some of my energy, and behind me you'll see a picture of Cape May's Beach. It's actually Cove Beach where my kids go surfing. A goal of my husband and ours, you know Joe, you went to the high school dance with him. When we got married, we were engaged in Cape May and we honeymooned there. And we had said for 20 years, oh, I'd love to buy a house down there. And that's all it was. It was talk. It was a dream. Since joining eXp, that stock, that little penny stock that didn't mean anything, helped us get to our dream now, to the point where you are our agent representing us in our dream home in Cape May. This never would happen anywhere else. To be able to do this in 2 years is miraculous. It is awesome. So I did trade in some of that stock. It is real, and I can literally touch it. So that stock, that is a nice perk. Where we were, at least, don't you wish we could buy stock? Wouldn't that be cool?
Absolutely. And I have to say, I think this New Jersey settlement, so I sell at the Jersey Shore in addition to Pennsylvania and Delaware. This may be my favorite settlement and sale ever, because I've been with Stacy on this journey for so many years. And one of the last projects that we took on as a team before we left our former brokerage, we all sat down, and it was because of Stacy's leadership and her guidance. And she encouraged all of us to make vision boards and put out the wildest dreams that you had on this board and work to make those goals, those dreams a reality. And on her board, it actually makes me emotional. On her board was this Cape May home. And to be here now 2 years later and see this actually happening for real. Sorry. It's amazing. And she deserves every bit of the success. She's an inspiration to our team. And it is wonderful to be with a broker that is rewarding us for our hard work and bringing us into, giving us a seat at the table and allowing for this to happen so quickly. If we had not made this move that people discouraged us from doing 2 years ago and had laughed at us and told us that the stock wasn't worth anything, what are you doing? Are you crazy? If we hadn't made that move, this wouldn't be happening right now. And this is just one story, literally in a sea of stories just like this. We've been fortunate enough to be on calls and in conversations with agents all over the country who are talking about how they have paid off their home. They have put their child through college. They've made all of these amazing milestones, and it's because of eXp. Could Stacy have bought this house in Cape May if we were at our former brokerage? Yes, but it might be 15 to 20 years from now.
Exactly.
Not in 2 years' time. So it is such an honor to be part of this and to witness this and experience it. So I'm so proud of you and so glad that this is happening.
It's wild. So I'm going to be crying my eyes out March 31st. I'll tell you what. But here's the other thing is the phrase, you aren't sustainable. And that's what you and I were told we were told by another brokerage that's the largest now in the area. You aren't sustainable. It's not going to work. To which I would reply, we are sustainable. We, in the past 12 months, have gone into 10 different countries. We are also on track to, listen to this. This is incredible. 100 companies, 100 countries within the next 12 to 24 months. So not only are we the fastest growing, not franchise, because we're not a franchise, we are agent owned. We are the fastest growing brokerage in the history of real estate. Over 1,000 agents are joining a month. And then we are expanding into all these different countries. And I do want to point out this because I've never seen anything like it as a realtor in over 22 years. The growth and the time that it took. So we've been around for a little over 10 years. So when you think of Netflix, or you think of Uber, or Peloton just came out, a year or two ago, these companies are dominating their industry. And why are they doing that? They're doing that because they are cloud-based. Now we can buy a car, not even test drive it. We can work out in our houses. So now, because of COVID, it has forced the way the real estate industry is doing business. It's forcing the way agents are conducting their business. We can't door knock anymore. We can't do so many things. And when COVID hit, March 13th, 14th was the last day of school for my youngest. She's in 8th grade now, but they couldn't go anywhere. When that hit, our company did what? Nothing.
Business as usual.
We've been operating this way. That's how we were created 10 years ago. So for us, nothing happened. I had my best year. You had your best year. Almost every agent on our team, not their best year, but by far. it was mind blowing. And we are on track to do the same thing this year. But getting back to the real estate industry, if you are not growing, you're dying. If you are in a brokerage that is traditional, that is still doing the same trainings that they've done for years, that is still touting the same tagline that they have for years, you need to make a switch. And you really should do this not only for your business, but your family and your clients. This is literally the best thing that I have seen in 22 years. And I've looked at all of them. I've looked at every platform and compared what is my value proposition? What am I getting? Is this about me branding myself, or is it about me branding my company? Why are people using me? And I know the answer to the question, and I'm going to give Don Dowd a plug right here because I spoke to him. I know, like, and trust him. And what he said to me was, Stacy, ask your clients, how are they using you? Number one, do they know the name of your company? Do they know the name of your brokerage? Number two, why did they choose you? Did they choose you for you or your brand? And the answer every time, Lisa, was what?
They're working with us. We're the reason that we're in business together. And to echo those sentiments, I had very transparent conversations with folks when I made the switch, and I wanted to let them know because I was excited about the move. And I let them know about this new platform, this new model, and all of the things that we were going to be doing differently. And I think that sometimes, not us, but the folks that were sort of throwing stones and saying your clients aren't going to want to work with you if you go to work with this brokerage, they aren't giving those clients enough credit. When I showed my clients the model and I explained to them what we were doing and how it was going to benefit me and in turn benefit them, they were thrilled. They were excited. They were asking questions. So they not only were still comfortable working with me, they were more excited that I had made this move. And they were, there along with us for the journey. So I think sometimes people underestimate your clients and again, the reason why they're working with us. So yes, for sure. And we should talk about profit share versus revenue share, because that was another big question as well.
Yeah, let's go over that. So a good model is KW. I will never bash them. I think they had a great idea. And they came to our area 20 years ago when nobody knew about them. No one would take a chance on them. And lo and behold, they are a powerhouse here. And what I would say is that is awesome. Good for them. But when you see this platform of eXp, it cannot be denied. And there's a reason why agents across the country are jumping. Besides the excitement and the thrill, we are not a shiny little, what do you call it? Like, we're not the shiny new, I don't know, tool or whatever. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Shiny new object. But the profit share versus revenue share is incredibly different. Some people have compared us to KW. You can't. It's apples to oranges. So revenue share versus profit share. Profit share goes like this. Once we pay for our lease in our building and our Wi-Fi and all the utilities and the people that we employ in our building, including that recruiter who is recruiting agents, they have to get 7 to 10 people into that office every month that are actually in competition with you. So once everybody is paid, whatever's left over, that's your profit share. Now you take the revenue share. We have no brick and mortar. We have no overhead. This is a very big deal because 50% of all the revenue off the top for eXp goes back to the agents in several different ways, 7 levels actually. So if we can change, like for the revenue share, there's 7 different levels of getting paid, if you will, for telling people how to make more money, how to have a better life for their family. You do get compensated. And some people say, oh, it's a what do they call it? Oh, they go, it's a pyramid
Ponzi scheme. Try it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that
multi-level marketing.
There's several traditional brokerages where it isn't that, but there's a handful of people who are making all the money and they're not giving any of it back. So for years, people have been working and giving to the company. The company is not giving any profit share or revenue share. That's the majority of the brokerages that are in this area. So the revenue share is the highest I've ever seen. I'll share real numbers right now. My first year with eXp, that brought in $19,000 to help other agents. And I work with them. This isn't sign up and set it and forget it. We are training. We have our meetings. And then in addition to me, there are several other people in my organization in California, in Vegas, in Colorado that we learn from and grow. So the revenue share is extremely powerful, and it's not to be overlooked. Even if you're not a recruiter, here's what I would say. Over 18 years where we were, I told a lot of people about our brokerage. And I don't even know that I got a gift card to Starbucks for that. So when people are compensated, you better believe that your success is extremely important to that person and that person and that person for 7 lines. So I look at it as a great thing. It's an accountability. And accountability is the highest form of love. When people look out for each other and genuinely want to see each other succeed. Lise, what would you say about revenue versus profit share?
So to that point, I think the model really speaks for itself. And anyone that takes a look at the numbers, no one would ever choose profit share over revenue share. Profit share is something that can be manipulated. Your profit margin is always going to be much smaller than being able to take a piece of revenue. I think one of the most profound things that I want to say, and it's so simple, but yet so profound. And it's speaking on this particular topic. We have had access to our company's founder, Glenn Sanford, on many occasions. We have access to him daily. He's speaking to us in small groups. He is completely accessible. And he said something about a week or two ago that really, really stuck with me. And I think he's brilliant. This model, this company that he has created is incredible. There are people in other industries that view him as absolutely genius, brilliant, and really hold him in high regard, as do we. One of the things that he said when he was talking about eXp and creating this company is that he is absolutely agent-centric, agent-focused, and he doesn't understand why other companies wouldn't operate this way. And as a real estate brokerage, he said that his customer is the agent. And in any other business that you're running, whether it be a small business, a medium-sized business, a large business, your customer should always come first. And meeting their every need, want, desire, keeping them satisfied is your goal. And he said, as a company that employs agents, that it's his job to make sure that we are succeeding. And the more you pour into the agents, the more you pour into your customers, the more you give them, it will come back to you. And it has. And to watch this happen and to hear our company's founder, who has had such tremendous success, still being laser focused on how can we make this better for the agents, it is so profound and so powerful. He hasn't changed his focus and his vision. He is constantly looking out for us and trying to find ways to make things better. For those of you that are realtors that are watching, we had some shockwaves over the last couple of weeks, hearing that another brokerage, Zillow, purchased a showing platform that we all use, and it raised some concerns. And our founder's immediate response was, let's talk about this. And are you as agents being served? And do you have choice? And how can we make this better? He is so innovative and so brilliant. And we are so, so fortunate to be in his company and to have the access to him that we do. It's terrific.
Incredible. I mean, Lise, when that got released, Zillow's buying showing time within less than 2 hours.
Yes, within hours. We were hearing from him directly.
Yep. Right on Clubhouse. Glenn Sanford goes on with Tristan, by the way, Ahumada from Lab Coat Agents. And Glenn did not hold anything back and said, you know what? It's going to be okay. This is what we need to do. And he proposed a solution. So unlike other brokerages that are sitting back that don't know what to say, and they're like, I don't know what we're going to do. I've had agents ask another brokerage, what is our response? What are we going to do? And the manager's response was, I don't know. So I can tell you, as you know, because we talked to Glenn, that he had said for us in our brokerage, what we are going to do, besides expand into 100 different countries, we are going to do something that has never been done before, a universal MLS system, so that every eXp agent will have access to every listing across the world. It's never been done. It will be done in the next, I don't know the exact timeline. I would say 2 years out, tops, but we're working on it. And just the fact that our founder, Glenn, is thinking about this and talking about it and having these conversations with us is unbelievable. You and I literally talked to him one-on-one in Clubhouse. There was over 1,000 people. We were talking about Zillow, but just to be able to talk to our founder is awesome. And he's approachable. He's a good man. So, I mean, the energy over here that we are creating in our Westchester office, and soon to be another office, that's another conversation. Oh, yes, we are expanding into Delco, going back to my roots. You can take the girl out of Delco, but you cannot take the Delco out of the girl. So we are going back. And I cannot wait to make that announcement with you in the next 30 to 45 days. So we just wanted to reach out to people because we've heard things. Some were true, some were great, some of them weren't true. And we do want to respond to those people so that we are on an even playing field, because we can't have conversations with people and not be able to respond. Like the stuff that we're hearing about, you don't sell, you're not sustainable. We will have conversations with anybody, and we're happy to. Listen to Lou Calvary's. I only have one problem with eXp. It is that it was not here 20 years ago. If it was here, I'd be there. I'd be at that home in Cape May, next door to Stacy, and maybe the whole block.
I love it.
Make the move. I love it. So please do yourself a favor for your business, for your family, for your clients, everything. Have a conversation. Reach out to Lou. Reach out to Lisa. Everybody in our office. We are growing quickly. The energy is contagious. It is contagious. I'm telling you, every day something awesome is happening, and we want you to be a part of it. So don't be afraid to reach out. We are happy to have conversations. We're honored, and we want to bring everybody aboard with us. We want you to succeed. We want you to make more money doing the same exact thing. We work too hard. And here's the other thing about efficiency. I remember, Lisa, remember these? These were our paychecks. This was how we got paid. Now at eXp, at settlement, we upload our settlement sheet, our check. We get paid before eXp actually gets the paper version of this. Why? Because it's the 21st century. It's 2020, 2021. So paper is out. The cloud is in. And please, if you're thinking about it, do yourself a favor. Reach out to us. We want to share with you what we have. And there's room enough for all of us, people. Yes. Lisa, what would you say?
Call us, visit us, claim your seat at the table. We want you here joining this party with us. There is so much great energy, collaboration, and there's so much more growth. We're just getting started. So get here before the ship leaves port, before the train leaves the station. Yes. Get on board and enjoy this growth with us.
Get on the eXp board. And as you can see, there's a huge announcement that I'm going to make on Tuesday, March 2nd. We are expanding even further. I can't wait to tell you what state. And we are having fun again, Lisa. I mean, since joining, Lisa and I flew to, what are some, I love this. I cannot tell you, like, to wake up and jump out of bed like it's Christmas. And it is work, but I love this work. Tell people some of the places that we've been to and that we're going to.
So we started out on this journey, and immediately after making the decision to join eXp, we were able to meet up with fellow eXp agents in Louisiana for a terrific conference and a great trip. We have been to Chicago. We have been to California, wine country, had a beautiful visit there.
I went to Florida. I did
Yes,
the
with Florida.
shareholder.
Heading to
There's another
Colorado
place that we're
soon.
forgetting. Yeah, we're
Puerto
going to
Rico's
Colorado.
on our list.
We're going to Cabo with Frank Gove, who is in our team. He's the man. So we're going to Cabo in April. You guys can join us if you want. The airfare is cheap. The experience and the knowledge is priceless. So
And hopefully once things improve with the COVID situation, maybe we'll head overseas. eXp is operating around the globe. So we're not going to be contained by the US borders.
we are done with that. So everybody have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Please reach out to Lisa or Lou or Tony Dom or Christine Dick, Nikki Thompson. There's a slew of us in this office. We love what we're doing, and you should too. So reach out to us and have a great day.